All right, I'd like to welcome everybody back for another episode of The Living Level. Just myself and T here again. We decided to maybe let you in on a little something, some of our symbols and stuff. But before we get into that, this past Wednesday, which we're filming this Thursday, so it would have been yesterday. Myself and T, we belong to the Scottish Rite, and we had our ring ceremony Wednesday where we got presented with our 14th degree ring. It was open. Our wives came with us, and they got to present us with the ring. It was a pretty awesome experience. You want to talk a little bit about that, T?
Yeah, I liked it. Of course, being Artemius Bailey, I got to be first.
Yeah, well, our 10.
Yeah.
Our 10.
Yvonne was nervous she was going to have to say something.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do. We just followed everybody else's lead. It worked out all right.
That's why they have escorts.
That's right. Conductors.
Oh, yeah, conductors, yeah.
But it was good. It was an interesting. I mean, it was my first one, so we went in through the spring reunion. I think back in April.
Yeah.
Got our rings last night. It was a good time. It was a fun time getting to go through with all those other guys, and most of them was there. I think there was a couple missing, but meet their wives and talk to some of them we don't see on a monthly basis down there because of work and life restraints. But it was a good time. It's always fun when your wife gets to go with you.
Yeah.
And get to be part of something.
Yep.
So she thought it was a beautiful ceremony. So I thought it was too. We, got our ring, and I ain't even opened that scroll. I don't even know what it says. Did you open yours?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, see.
I got home and started polishing my ring.
I got home, went to bed.
Yes, I did too, pretty much.
But it was a lot of fun. It was the little, our MC down there, Brother Jim Josker, last night. I thought he did a good job.
Excellent job.
The little speech Brother Jim Golden did, thought that was good too. The speech from personal rep, Brother Briggs, and then from the Venerable Master, Brother Rupert. That was all, it all meant a lot. And then we got to honor those guys that got their red hats and their white hats the past couple of weekends ago. So that was a lot of fun too. But hey, I mean there's those out there that are hardcore against the appendant bodies. I was for a long time.
Yeah.
And but I believe after my Blue Lodge after I knew it was secure, my Blue Lodge foundation, I dove off in it deep as I could get. I'm on the deep end of the pool.
Getting deeper.
And all I can say to them other guys out there that's wondering, man, should I do it or should I not just do it?
I was always interested in all the appendant bodies, but at the same time, I didn't know me myself if I could continue to show my Blue Lodge the support while being in those appendant bodies. But coming down here and getting around you and some of these other guys in this lodge, it's like, yeah, it's very doable, very feasible.
Yeah.
And so that's what I jumped off the deep end with you. And ain't looked back since and ain't regretted one bit of it.
No, not a bit.
Still pouring ourselves as hard as we can in our little lodge here, and with the Scottish Rite and the shrine, more to come.
Yeah, I mean, we're fixing to wrap up a amazing year here at Sam Todd and go right into another one.
Yep, it's got the head of steam is just gonna keep rolling.
Yep, I mean, I sat down today and filled out our little thing for our achievement award that we're gonna put in for, and I knew we had done some stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't know we had done that much stuff.
When you had the second sheet, and you ended up handwriting at the bottom of it, I knew we had.
Yeah.
we had accomplished a lot.
We had moved and done some. We had moved and shaped this year.
Yeah.
But it was a great year. I look forward to next year. Proud of all them guys that got elected into their spots and appointed into their spots for next year. I guess I'm gonna just stay secretary Another year.
Just one?
Yeah. I'll be there until the lodge is tired of listening to me.
Or you turn 80.
Yeah. Well, I think that's only the Scottish Rite. So,
We ought to get that thing steer. Uh,
but I look forward to next year just as much as I did this year.
Oh.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
yeah, everything. It's been a blur, but it's been a blast.
oh
I
yeah.
mean, it's awesome. The people I've met this year, the growing that I did personally this year, getting out and doing stuff and standing up in front of crowds and talking and being in front of a camera and talking. It's been a wild year. It's been good.
Yeah.
And next year's probably it'll be just as good, if not better.
Sometimes this right here is too much spotlight for me.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. You can ask anybody that's known me for any period of time, my wife especially. This is not me. I'm not an in front of the camera guy. I'm not in front of a crowd guy. I'm not that guy.
I mean, I can sit and talk about masonry and stuff like that for hours
Mm,
to anybody.
yeah. If you notice, me or you one never really look at this camera.
No, we never do.
Just when I'm bringing them in and bringing them out.
You know, it's kind of one of those things like, what do they say? If you got stage fright, you think of everybody naked.
Yeah.
Well, I just kind of act like the camera right there.
Yeah, yeah. But all right, we'll get into what the topic we wanted to talk about today. And everybody knows that Freemasons have a lot of symbols in the lodge. And a lot of people, like you can look up on Google, and they'll tell you what that symbol means, and they'll twist it 9 kinds of ways
No.
and have you believing all kinds of stuff about what's behind them symbols.
Say it ain't so.
It's been known to happen because a time or two. So we decided we wanted to pick one symbol and just kind of give you a little bit of enlightenment on it. And it's not a symbol that you really see every day and gets associated with Freemasonry. That symbol being the Bee Hive. And if you look at the construction of a hive and what the bees do in the hive and transition that to your life will be better, your community will be better, your relationship with God above will be a lot closer and a lot better. So that's what we wanted to kind of deep dive into today, the workings of a beehive. And I'm no beekeeper, I'm no bee expert. I just know what I've learned.
The thing.
Yeah, if you make them mad, they'll hurt you.
Should put your arm on one.
But from what I know of a beehive, you've got the hive, and it's got thousands of little bees in it, hundreds, whatever, just a bunch of bees. And you've got the queen bee, which is like the ruler of the hive. And then you've got the drone bees and the worker bees. They're the ones that take care of the hive. They're the ones that collect the pollen. They're the ones that mate with the queen. The queen's the only one that lays eggs. And the rest of the bees, that's their only job, is to keep the queen laying eggs, keep the eggs safe, keep them packed in honey, or packed in their little cubicles in there. And the worker bees go out and collect pollen and start producing the honey. Drone bees inside keep the beehive at a certain temperature by flapping their wings and
Really?
doing something with their legs. I'm not real sure exactly all that science. Like I said, I'm not a bee expert.
Heat by friction.
I guess. I don't know. Heat it up, cool. I don't know. Flapping their wings, doing something. But if you take that situation and put it in real life, using God and your community around you, in the hive, the queen bee is where all creation comes from. In our life, God is where all creation comes from. And you have all his creation, us, animals, the whole entire earth, all of creation. We're running around doing our daily lives. We're working. We're trying to help one another. We're doing what we can to make it another day and pay the bills and keep your family fed and keep everything going. We're the worker bees and the drone bees, just like in the beehive. So all the bees work. They all work for the queen. So in our lives, we should all be working for God. Everything we do should be for God. When you go to work, you're going to work every day. It's for God, that queen bee inside the hive. Everything should be dedicated to Him. All things should go to Him. I have a tough time explaining what I'm trying to say, T. I've always been this way.
Go ahead.
In the Bible, it's in Colossians 3:17, and I'm paraphrasing, and that's basically what it says: is all things that you do in life, do it for God, work for God. Kind of like the Bee Hive. It's a very big social network. It takes thousands and thousands of bees to make one little hive work, or hundreds. There's a lot of them. To make that little tiny beehive work, it takes all of us together under the fatherhood of God to make this world work. So if you, I can't explain what I'm trying to say. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can explain it a little bit better.
Probably not.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not in your mind.
How can I put this? Excuse me, folks. I'm just a simpleton. The Bible talks a lot about manifold blessings and manifold works. And I'm a mechanic by trade. So when I think manifold, you got your exhaust manifold, you got, depending on how many cylinders, 4, 6 ports on each one, and one port coming out that the exhaust hooks up to. If you Google, or if you're a plumber, you know what a water manifold is. You've got one outlet going in, and you've got however many you want coming out. 2, 3, 4, infinity. However much room you got to put. As hives, you got the queen bee putting all of her effort out to everybody else. She trains these bees how to do this stuff, from what I've looked up. So you've got God pouring into you, telling your subconscious what you need to do, and you got to work as a manifold. If God blesses you, you bless people. And it works both ways. Those people should be doing the same thing, just like in the beehive works. They keep the queen happy. They all work together. They all accomplish the same goal. And the beehive continues to strive. Same thing in life. God blesses you. You spread it to everybody else. You bless them. Through you, God blesses them. So they should be sharing their blessings with everybody else. And their works with everybody else. Social teamwork, coming together, getting the job done, making that honey. That makes sense.
I liked it.
You want to add anything to it? I'm sure you do. Don't leave me hanging.
No, it makes me the beehive. It's a great symbol for masonry, and you gave us the theological part of it. See if I can mess up the Masonic part of it.
Get real with it, son.
So the way that I see the beehive work for a lodge is one of two ways. You can have killer hornets come in and destroy it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or you can have all your bees working together and build it up to be a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta be willing to work, pull your load, do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Not just sit back and watch everybody else do it.
Yeah.
If you get to a lodge meeting and they're having a degree and they need a senior steward, jump up and be that senior steward.
Mm-hmm.
Don't matter if that's your hive or not. It's masonry. It's all our hive.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what lodge we go to. It's all masonry. If you show up somewhere and they're moving boxes,
Hypothetically.
moving boxes, don't watch them.
We love you, brother.
Go out there and help them.
Yeah.
'Cause you may wind up with a catfish dinner and shrimp.
Yeah. If not,
And your friend's giving you a hard time for a long
and
time.
if you don't, somebody in your party could end up on the side of the road getting rid of the lunch they just ate because
Exactly.
they didn't eat at the lodge.
Right. And we love these people greatly,
Oh yeah.
dearly. And we love to remind them of this all the time if we can. But I think that, how long does a queen live?
I don't know.
So let's say she lives a year. In lodge, your master for a year. So in lodge, the master is the one.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Yep.
sends it out to everybody else. And then it's up to everybody else to do what he wants done.
Where does he get his light from?
From the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's paying attention and listening,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you may have some that it's just a title, they don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Got to get it so we can get done with that and move on to something else, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that can destroy your beehive.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that each lodge should pay attention to their beehive.
Mm-hmm.
Make it work. Make it work like a well-oiled machine.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know when the hornets are going to show up.
That's a true story right there.
And will you be ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because each bee in that hive has their job to do. But if one of them's gone, there's always another bee to take that spot in the hive until that one returns.
Mm-hmm.
It's how it works, how nature works.
But when all the bees are there, work your job. Don't worry about anybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to what you've been assigned to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll cross train later.
Come on.
You know, when you got your feet wet, and you know, we'll move up to something else. But don't be that bee that's got to be in the middle of it all
Yeah.
because you're neglecting your job,
Mm-hmm.
trying to be somebody else's.
Yeah, you should have been over here cooling the hive down over here, and now you're heating it up over here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that's my take on the beehive. It probably ain't the greatest, but that's my take.
Just
I'm just a simpleton too, so
two old boys telling it.
Yeah,
You know,
I
that's
mean-
what I have issues getting it from here to here. I always have. I'll start getting tongue tied. I'll start thinking about that camera, and that'll mess me up too.
most of the time my problems it comes out here before it goes through there.
Yeah, sometimes you got the look of shock, just like we all do when it comes out. Did I say that?
It's happened. It happens more than not.
Yeah, yeah. But that's exciting, you know.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah. And I don't know, you know. I think a lodge beehive works, you know, a little different because I'm sure in a normal beehive, one bee gets offended, they don't pack their stuff and leave,
No,
you know.
I don't believe so. I do know from what I've read on beehives that they will kick out bees that aren't doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, don't be that bee,
Yeah.
you know. And at your lodge, don't be that bee that. Don't be like me. Let it think and process for a second, because you know sometimes stuff that comes out it ain't meant to come out that way, but sometimes it does, and it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's out there, it's out there. There ain't no bringing it back or whoaing it up. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's done out there.
It's
So
damage control from then on.
yeah, we just have to be careful as lodge brothers and members. You know, make sure we ain't trying to, you know, run somebody else off that you know may be
Mhm.
the reason that we're going in the direction we're going.
Good words. I like
Just a gift.
it. Yeah, yeah.
It comes every great once in a while.
Yeah, hopefully once a week. Get these videos filmed. I'm trying to think. I had a lot of notes wrote down too and everything, and
You ain't followed none of them?
nah,
Oh,
why start now?
hey, just wing her, babe.
That's what we're good at.
Let the hair go with the hide.
That's what we're good at.
Well, what you got
But if
jotted
you,
down there?
I mean, just different things about beehives. What I learned doing some stuff.
Oh,
I kind of covered some of it, but
oh.
yeah, yeah. They will kick bees out as temperatures drop to conserve honey.
Hmm.
Teamwork, division of labor, mission driven, efficiency, rest and recharge, living within their limits, resourcefulness, collective intelligence, and adaptability.
Mission driven, huh?
Mission driven.
So don't be that one that, let your lodge be that one that is up and going. Son.
Yeah. Yeah, don't try to choke the fire out.
Yeah.
Because that's what the bees have. They've got one mission: protect the queen, protect the eggs, make honey.
Yeah.
That's their, and each one of them's got that position. One of them's watching the egg. They're gathering, another one's gathering honey. Other one's keeping the hive temperature wise. And it takes all of them to make it work. So be focused. If you've got stuff coming up, if you've got a special meeting coming up, focus on that. Get it locked down. And then start planning your next one or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
Take care of your eggs.
Yeah, make
your
sure.
Candidates are your eggs.
Yeah.
And without them, you ain't got a new group of bees to come work that hive.
Exactly.
One day you're going to look up and all them old bees are gone.
So you got that old man wisdom already. You can put it in real terms. Yeah.
And then once they're gone, I mean, your hive, eventually I'm sure they just kind of fade away.
Will dry up.
Yeah. And then what you got? Nothing. You got somebody like me going out there trying to rob it. And ain't got nothing in it.
Yeah, no honey to
You
get.
know? And that's like men in the world. Alright? They gonna be the honey snatchers. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's do it for a second.
Yeah.
So they gonna be the honey snatchers. They gonna come knock on them doors one day, and is your hive gonna be kicking and going, ready to invite them in, or is your hive gonna be dried and shut up and just a holler shell of nothing?
Mm.
How do you want your hive? Empty or full of honey? Because I know when I knocked on them doors 16 years ago, this place was full of honey. Now we had some dry spells, but we full of honey again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all because them old bees took care of those eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I ain't the greatest one to take after, but I'll do my best to take care of them eggs whenever they knock on them doors. Wise man once said, we all eat fruit from trees we didn't plant. People knock on them doors, they hungry. Are you going to have the fruit to feed them?
Mm.
Is your hive going to be full, or is it just going to be hollow?
I think that's what it takes is people, members of your lodge, not only helping wherever they need to be helped, but also furthering their knowledge into the symbols, like this beehive and many other ones that we have. I think a lot of people don't actually look at them symbols and remember what they mean, and they kind of lose the gift of masonry. You know what I mean? They kind of lose that how to apply, because that's all the symbol's for. Is you can look in that symbol and it sparks something in your mind and reminds you it's how you're supposed to live. And everybody uses symbols, all walks of life, all religions, all faiths, however you want to say it. They all use symbols, some more than others. And depending on their beliefs, the symbol could mean, it could be the same symbol and mean different things for different faiths, different beliefs. And that's where a lot of the stuff gets twisted in Freemasonry, is people say, well, oh, this group of people used that symbol and it meant this, so that must be what it means for them. No, it's not, you know.
I mean, I ain't going to take nothing away from the square and compass and the G. I ain't going to take nothing away from it, but, you know, there was a time when all you could, you know, for some Masons, all they could wear was a little blue flower.
Yes.
They were proud to wear that little blue flower. They couldn't wear that square and compass. And there's some people you see, they don't wear a square and compass. They may have a little beehive on.
Mm-hmm.
Or they may just have a square. Or they may just have a G.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. But I think the story of the little blue flower, the little forget-me-not flower, is an amazing story. It's an awesome lesson to masonry. Even in our darkest times, we're still there. Don't forget it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe sometimes we just need to put a blue flower on so we don't forget.
Come on.
It's okay to stretch out and, you know, search that monitor and
Mm-hmm.
show the world some of these other symbols that they don't know about. Because square and compass with a G, oh yeah, that's Freemason.
Mm-hmm.
Let's surprise them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's catch them while they ain't looking.
Yeah.
Let's throw something else out there. Ooh, what is that?
Mm-hmm. If you're not familiar with the blue forget-me-not flower, you can Google that. They will give you an explanation of it. But it was during the Holocaust, and when Hitler was going around killing everybody he didn't like, pretty much.
Yeah, it wasn't just, you know, the
It,
Jews
yeah,
or.
it was anybody he had a problem with.
Yep.
He was taking them out. And before he went after the Jews, one of the first group of people he went after was Freemasons. And anybody he thought had more knowledge than him is who he started going after. So he started eradicating Freemasons, started stealing all their books, burning their books, doing to them exactly what he did to everybody else. And it pushed them underground so they can keep their life. And instead of having the square and compass symbol and stuff, they chose the forget-me-not flower. So they would wear little pins or actually pluck a forget-me-not
poppy
and pin it to their shirt or whatever to let other ones know that they were Freemasons. And there was actually lodges in a roundabout way inside some of the prison camps and stuff, the concentration camps, where they actually got together, groups of brothers. One of them in particular, I can't remember the name of the concentration camp. I can't remember the name of what they called their lodge in that camp, but I believe it was a group of 8 or 9 brothers that got together and started holding monthly meetings inside the concentration camp as Freemasons, just to keep it alive and keep doing what they enjoyed doing amongst all odds. There is a statue. I'm sure if you Google it, it'll come up. And it's a little statue of those 7, 8, or 9, however many it was, brothers, skin and bones, standing there. The statue was based off a photo, I believe, that was taken. But it's a little statue of that group of Masons that started that lodge within the concentration camp. But that's another symbol of Freemasonry, is that blue forget-me-not. So it's poppy flower, maybe is what some people call it. But I've always called it a forget-me-not. What I've always heard it called. That's another symbol of Freemasonry that a lot of people don't know is attached to Freemasonry, among other things. There's other people that use it, I'm sure, but that's how Freemasonry, that's how it became attached to Freemasonry. So there's many, many symbols attached to Freemasonry other than just a square and compass, which is what everybody sees. Because that's what everybody wears, and tattoos, and stickers, and...
Makes you think. Makes me wonder. Masonry mean that much to me?
I was just sitting there thinking, if something like that were to happen today, would that be what we'd be worried about in that concentration camp?
Yeah.
Is getting together with our brothers and keeping that alive.
Preserving what we could.
Yep.
Make you wonder. You know? Because you already worried about where your next meal's coming, or if you headed next.
Yep.
But you're gonna stand up a lodge in those times. And maybe it was a sign of hope for them.
Yep.
And maybe that was the last thing they had hope in. I just wonder.
That hits. Thinking about that. But yeah, that's how you hear stories like that, and then you hear stories of people traveling by horse and buggy an hour or two just to get to lodge,
Right.
and stuff like that.
Crossing flooded creeks and swimming rivers, and you know,
And nowadays it's football zone.
yeah, baseball game.
Yeah, I'd rather
Yeah.
just take a nap.
I think I'm gonna stay at the house tonight,
Hmm.
and we're all guilty of that.
Oh
Every one
yeah,
of us.
yeah, yeah.
I know I've done it.
And I try not to be that way. And this past year, I wasn't that way, and it's enriched my life.
It's definitely a habit. You got to stay in that habit.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just like going to church. You
Yeah.
start making excuses not to go to church. Next thing you know, you ain't been to church in 6 months.
Yeah.
And that's every week. This just once a month,
Yeah.
with the occasional here and there.
Yeah.
Traveling if you want to travel. I could probably travel every night and be happy to another
Oh,
lodge. Or,
yeah. I mean, I could too.
probably visit it.
My
somewhere
wife
every
probably
day.
wouldn't be as
Yeah,
happy, but
yeah.
there's some I ain't made it to in the 10th district yet, but I plan on going.
Yeah, we got to start. Maybe next year start hitting that hard.
Yeah.
If we can.
Yeah. We kind of caught it late in the year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year we'll start fresh in
Well,
January.
We talk about Feliciana a lot, but that really lit my fire going down there to Feliciana.
Yeah,
Just
that
visiting
was a lot of
lodge
fun.
and those guys down there, that kind of kick-started my Harley for going around and traveling and seeing other lodges and meeting other brothers.
Oh yeah, and there's a bunch down there at the.
And there's several I still stay in contact with.
Oh,
We
yeah, me too.
Message on a regular basis, especially Brother Martin.
Yeah, Brother Dave.
I stay in contact with him a lot. But yeah, there's members, I want to go down there to Brother, oh my God. Bertrand.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go see his lodge, visit with them
I
boys
think it's
down
Hope
there.
Lodge, ain't it?
I think so, yeah, Hope Lodge.
Yeah. We're gonna go in January. We'll make it a point to go down there in January.
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Has he been here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
several
thinking
times.
he came here a
Yeah,
couple
even got him a
times.
pair of overalls.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, I reckon you got anything else to add?
Let's see what we got going on in this part of the world.
First thing I can think of is our Sam Todd Santa.
Yep, December
December
13th from 9 to 1 at Sam Todd Lodge 182 down in God's Country at the crossroads of Sugartown. 1796 Highway 113 in Sugartown, as a matter of fact.
1796 Highway 113, Sugartown.
You get lost, you can give me a call at 337-544-0208. Y'all come on out. We're going to have Sam Todd Santa down here. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be Christmas at Whoville this year. Mr. and Mrs. Santa is going to be here. The Grinch is going to be here. I know we're going to have some hot chocolate for the kids and some ornaments to hand out. We're going to have some toys. And the best part of it all is it's all free.
Free.
Ain't going to cost you a dime.
Nothing.
Except for fill your car up the day before and drive down here and you'll still be free.
Mm.
You won't have to stop for gas. I really don't know what all they got planned. I just know the highlights.
Yes, that's me. I just show up and work.
Yeah. Oh, and December 6th, we'll back up a week. December 6th, that's a Saturday, I believe. Yeah. Is the Ritter puts on a big Miracle on Washington Street. Sam Todd Lodge is going to have a booth out there, and the frat boys will be cooking a hobo stew. Y'all get a chance, y'all come on out there. It's going to be a little fundraiser deal we're going to do. I think it's going to be like $5 a bowl or something like that. It'll be the best hobo stew you've ever passed through your lips, I can tell you. We're going to set up and have a lot of fun doing that. Trying to think if there's anything else. Open installation for Sam Todd Lodge's officer installation is going to be December 20th. at our stated meeting, as far as I know. We're going to install worshipful brother Robert Sanders for his second time in the East. And a lot of new guys are going to be taking some chairs. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Look forward to that. And Thanksgiving's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving's what, next week?
Yep.
So y'all are going to see this on Friday evening when it posts at 5 o'clock, prayerfully. If everything goes according to plan. Reach out to your neighbors. Reach out to those that are maybe, in men's case, too prideful to ask,
Mm-hmm.
and in some of the ladies' case, too embarrassed to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out. See if they need anything. You never know when there's somebody out there that, is taking leftover Thanksgiving dinner from somewhere else just so they got something. Check on your elderly people. Shine that light of brotherly love as bright as you can. And get you a brother to help you fan the flames.
And that,
because fire doubles every minute.
come on.
So if you get enough flames out there, before long we could light this place up. So check on your people. Check on your neighbors. Call your brothers you ain't talked to in a while and check on them. Check on your widows and your orphans, and make sure that you take those blessings that God's gave you this year and give some to somebody else. Because we all got something we can sit around a big table full of food and be thankful for, and never give it a second of thought that somebody right down the road may be doing without. So let's take some of those lessons and some of those tenets that we are so proud that we have, and let's put them into use a little bit. And let's just see if we can't change one person's life. That's all the announcements I got.
I want to add on that a little bit about you talking about men being too prideful to ask, and a lot of times women having a little too ashamed to ask, and vice versa, whatever it may be. But if you take the symbol we talked about, the beehive, and how everybody works together, and bees are social, they know what the other one's going to do before the other one does it. They just work together great. Well, if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're being socially active with your community, you can take Freemasonry out of it. Just as a human, being social with your community, nobody should have to ask.
Come on.
Because you're already going to know most everybody's situation. Not everybody airs their business, but if you're actually caring for your neighbor like you're supposed to, you're going to know if they're having a few hard times and they might need a little bit of help. And if you're able, give them that little help. If you're not able, call somebody that is. Say, hey man, I know so-and-so, keep it anonymous. You ain't got to say nothing. You think we can help them out? Or is there something we can do for them or whatever? So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, nobody should have to ask. You should already be right there willing to help if it's within your power to do it. Whatever you can do. So, I reckon we'll... What's that?
Even if you, down to that last dollar, give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because a mustard seed ain't very big. So there you go.
A mustard seed ain't very big.
No.
I like it.
And we've all been down to those last dollars where all we had left was that mustard seed. And people will fail us every day, but he won't.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Sometimes you gotta, man, it's my last buck. What am I gonna do with it? I can't give it away. What am I gonna do if I ain't got it? Just remember that mustard seed. And Thanksgiving and Christmas that's always, doesn't matter how the year's been. I mean, we just come out of a government shutdown, so it's not great for some people, and everybody knows that. But it's okay. Sometimes we got to rely on that mustard seed to get us through those tough months. If the Lord tugs at your heart to give it away, give it away. There's something bigger coming.
Yeah.
And you may not see it at the time, but you'll get more out of giving your last than you'd ever get if you held on to it.
Mm.
Just a mustard seed. That's all I got.
That's all that needs to be said. So with all that being said, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Once again, I'd like to appreciate all the support you guys have showed us. The comments that we get, good and bad, we love them both. We love everybody, no matter your opinions. So stay tuned. We'll get this one up. This should be out tomorrow, Friday, hopefully, as long as I don't have the issues I had this past week. YouTube got a little crazy on me. But thanks again. Can't thank you enough. If you got anything you want to hear about, a topic you want us to discuss, leave it in the comments. Give us a like, share, help get us out there a little bit if you can. So with that being said, I'm going to have to ask you to smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and whack that little bell. Until next time, we'll see you on the Living Level.